If you're in your first month of coaching, that means that you need to lock in Success Club, your first full month coaching, to get your first month of Success Starter. If you hit 3 months in a row, then you get, hold on, I need to find my kid. Hold on. Christian? Where's Christian? My mom is leaving and I didn't want to be hit by a car. So you lock in your first 3 months hitting Success Club, you get a free ticket to Summit next year. All right, moving on. I have to pull up a different screen for this because somehow it didn't get in the presentation. We have a blank page. So let me stop sharing, reshare a different page really quick. All right, you guys, this is our Success Club board from last month. We have never had a Success Club board that looked this amazing yet since I started coaching. We had 305 points as a team, which means we helped more than 153 people get started on their fitness journeys last month. And that is with challenge packs. That doesn't mean all the people we helped with BOD or Energize or anything else. 153 people got started with a challenge pack last month, which is insane, incredible, gives me goosebumps. So excited about that. Also, big shout out to all those pink rings around the faces. Anyone that has a pink ring around their face, that was in their first month as a coach, hit Success Club or Success Club 10. So super, super proud of you guys. We're going to talk about this just a little bit more in 1 second. Sorry, I'm going to stop sharing, reshare one more time. Okay, one more time. So going back to our board. Okay. So I want to see your faces. So month of August. We are already in week 2 of August volume because it goes by the week ending date. So last week ended on the 1st. So this week is actually the 2nd week of August volume. So huge shout out to Tasha, who's already at 500 PV. Linda's already at 400 PV. And there are a bunch of you at 100 and 200 PV already. So that's incredible. So wanted to give you guys a big shout out for that. And then I want to talk for just a second about the fact that last month, the whole purpose of last month was beat your best, right? Last month was considered beat your best month. Why was last month our best month? Last month, they told us, corporate sales told us to beat our best. Who gives a flying hoot about what they tell us to do? Because obviously they want sales, right? They want us to sell stuff. If we're being honest, corporate wants us to sell stuff. So they're like, beat your best. Of course they want us to beat our best. We beat our best, not for some stupid medal. The prize was a medal, guys. I don't think a single person on here cares about that medal. We would have much rather worked for a t-shirt. But we got medals and we beat our best because of medals. Why can't we beat our best every month for ourselves? Like, why do we have to have corporate tell us to beat our best when we should be beating our best every single month? So I'm throwing it out there. I'm putting it to the wind that if we continue to beat our best, if we continue to beat our best every single month this year, so if August is better than July, if September is better than August, and the numbers I'm going by, guys, is Success Club points. If we beat our best as a team in Success Club points month over month for the rest of the year, beginning of next year, I will do a team-wide retreat, no qualifications necessary. So, team-wide retreat, no qualifications necessary. You just have to get there. I will book as many places as I need to book if we continue to beat our best over best through the rest of the year. Okay? You guys on board for that? Like, yes? Okay. It will be somewhere on a beach. That's all I have to say. Or in the mountains, because the mountains are fun too. Stop. Ooh. Oh, you okay, baby? Sorry, guys. You're okay. You're okay.
He pushed me.
Yeah, Chin pushed you. You're okay.
Hey, fly.
Hey, that's a fly. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to throw that out there. So I'm going to go back to a couple more housekeeping things. Sorry. All right. I'm going to pull my computer off this thing. Can you give me that cord? Give me the cord. Give that to mommy. Right here. Give it to mommy. So if you haven't already done so, make sure if you're a new coach, you register for anchorsaway2019.com. This is our all-inclusive paid-for vacation that you must register for to be qualified to go. I will say it and I will say it again. The chances of being accepted to go on this trip gets slimmer and slimmer as the year goes on, but you do need to register if you plan to even get an invitation at all. And the next trip you will register for in January. So you will have all of next year to earn our trip for 2020, which I'm sure will be some amazing location. Coach Summit 2019 is, we have our house reserved. It's going back to Indianapolis. It is going to be July 11th through the 15th. We have the house. So the house is rented from Wednesday to Monday. The events are Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we have extra time to hang out as a team and just chill and get cheaper flights, because Wednesday to Monday is better than Thursday to Sunday. So cheaper flights, everything else. We have, I don't know, I'm really bad at math, 22 spots left in the house. If you guys want to go, anybody can go. It's $50 non-refundable deposit, $175 total, so $125 due next year to stay in the house with us. That's cheaper than one night in any of the hotels. So that's the full week. I have food in the houses, people bring drinks, we have fun, and it will be legit like a 6-day hangover party. We will, by hangover, I mean you're just going to be tired. Like, it is so much fun, and I really encourage everybody to get there if you can get there. Diamond Retreat. Diamond Retreat is September 13th through the 16th in the Isle of Palms. So in order to get there, you either have to be Diamond by September 1st. So you've got this month. This month is your last month to qualify to go to this trip. Diamond by September 1st, a top Success Club earner, the top Success Club earner this month in the team who is not a Diamond. The top recruiter, meaning you signed the most coaches this month, or the top volume earner, which means you sold the most stuff. Okay? Those are the ways you get to go. Those are the 4 ways to get there. And this is the last month to qualify. You will know on September 1st if you get to go. I know that that's pushing it, but I'm pushing it to the end because I want as many people as they can get there to go. Sorry, we have a fire truck in the background. Okay, things to be inviting to. Things that when you're messaging people and I'm telling you, like, you need to send invitations, these are the things you should be inviting to. We've got the Hit It and Quit It Challenge group. That's any program, any day. They can start it next week. They can start it in 2 months. They can start it whenever. That's our summer program. It's going to go through the end of September. We have the Diastasis Recti 30-Day Challenge. That runs anytime. They can start that one. If you need more information on that, or you have a customer with diastasis, do a group message with me. The What is Coaching group. If you have people that are interested in coaching, get them in the What is Coaching group. Tag them in some videos. That is where they can get the most information about coaching with our team. Your free groups. You should be running free groups so that you have like a constant influx of customers. All right, things to be plugging into. Team calls, Thursday, right here, team calls. There's a Dynasty United Family Night every Thursday at 8:53. If you're not part of the Dynasty United family page and you want to be in more trainings, just tell me and I can get you into that group. I didn't want to overwhelm everybody. National Wake-Up Calls are on the Team Beachbody 411 page on Mondays at 11 a.m. Those are recorded. You can watch them later. The team page announcements, the coach family page, our Team TransforME coach family, that page. I post announcements, I post updates, I post tips in there all the time, and so does the team. Chatterbox message thread is insane. Feel free to mute it, but you can get in there and ask questions and find answers and offer suggestions. That's a great place to plug in. You could do a weekly one-on-one with your upline. I'm willing to make weekly one-on-one calls if anyone wants one. Trainings, we have more trainings available, and I didn't add this on there. Oh, I have an actual page for it. Okay. TransformE is the new program coming out by Shaun T. If you haven't watched it, okay, I'm going to share it. Hold on. We're gonna watch this little video because I think you all need to see what TransformE is about. It's really quick. It's the trailer for TransformE. This program's coming out this fall. The month of August, you can qualify to be a participant in the test group. Hold on, sorry.
We got work to do. Stay low, people. Aim high. Work! Let's go, let's go. Come on, let's dig. We got work to do, people. It's about getting your mind right. You're going to transform your body, but this time, you're going to focus on your mind too. Conquer your mind, transform your life.
Okay, so what that is our next program that's going to be our next big launch. So, hold on, sorry. That's going to be our next big launch program. Shaun T is coming out of hiding, so everybody loves Shaun T. Shaun T is like huge. So all the people who've done T25, all the people who've done Insanity, they're going to be wanting this program. Also, because T25 and Insanity are kind of old, so are the people who did them. So those programs are going to, those people are going to match up with this program because he said, he's like, I'm 40 now. I can't do all that. He's like, I can't do all those high knee things that he did in the other ones. He's like, there will be no skip jumps and all that stuff. So it's going to be lower impact than Insanity or T25. It's going to be something that if you're 40 years old, you can do it. So he's saying that it's something that anybody, any ability can do. It's coming out in April, it just said. December is going to be basically what they did with Lift 4. It's going to be the VIP launch, so I'm sure we can pay for it and get a little extra, like get it early, get it on demand. So we will be doing a launch for it coming up in the fall. But if you want a spot in the test group, every program has a coach test group, right? So every program has a coach, hold on, where'd it go? Every program has a coach test group. So they use the coaches to test the program, get results, share them in the infomercial, share them on social media, and get results. Guys, the people like, well, I think Emily Favre was in the test group for 80-Day Obsession. These people that have been in the test groups end up getting shouted out on the Beachbody pages, and people are like, oh my God, your results are amazing. Like, I want to join you. And they go from, get off that table. They go from diamond to 5-star elite in like 5 seconds. So being in a test group would be incredible for your business. It could be, if you use it correctly. It could be incredible for your business. So there is an opportunity for you to be in the test group. 2018 coaches, if you signed up in 2018, the top 20 Success Club earners that signed up in 2018 in August, so it's not a cumulative, it's whatever you do in August, the 2018 Success Club earners, top 20 are going to earn a spot in the group. Okay? So if you signed up in 2018, bust your butt to get Success Club points this month, and you could be in a private group. So you're like, it's going to be like 200 people with Shaun T in a group getting results. You'll have one-on-one access with Shaun T. Like, guys, like this is dreamland. So then diamonds and below. If you are a diamond coach or below, you did not have to sign up in 2018. So anybody on this team, if you are a diamond or below, the top 40 Success Club earners this month, you guys get to do it. So those people are excluded from the 2018. Like, you don't qualify for both groups. It's one or the other. Lifetime star diamonds and above. The way they're doing that is the people in August who get the most elite points. So Taylor and Caitlin are the star diamonds on the team. You have to get elite points, which means that your team needs to be hitting Success Club. You have to be getting new coaches to get 1 Success Club point in their first month, and you need to be getting volume in your own account, your account and your coach's accounts, your PV. So those are the 3 areas that you can get points to be a top 80 elite coach in August. So that's what we got, okay? We can do this. I think that I would love to see a few people from this group in the Shaun T Transform 20 test group. I think it's possible. So if this is something you're interested in, let me know and we can like run together and try and get in there. I mean, I want to be in that test group. So these might look a little familiar to you guys. These are from the Do Your Shit group for August. We have a message thread that is very similar to our new coach training. This is for people who finished the new coach training and want to continue a accountability group that's kind of along the same lines of the new coach training, because you guys crush the new coach training. Every single one of you that does the new coach training does incredible in there. You hit Success Club, you get points, you sign coaches. So sorry, Finn, do that out in the grass, please. Take that off the porch. It doesn't belong on the porch. Take it off the porch. He's pushing one of those like things that make noises. Go off the porch. Take that off the porch. It goes in the grass. Go, go, go. Go, go, go in the grass. Take it up to the trampoline. Go, off the porch. It's too noisy. I can't hear it. Go, go, go. Okay, go, go, go. Sorry, guys. So this group is just a message thread. I'm going to post one thing every day. It's not going to be so much training based, but it's going to be more like action based. Like, write this post, this is how you write it, and this is what you're going to do to invite people from it. It's going to be more action based, but very much so focusing on recruiting and building a business, not just selling stuff. Okay. So if you're not in that group, you want to be in that group, let me know. If you are in that group, I'm going to kick you out after 3 days if you don't participate. So it's going to be just like the new coach training. So get in there. Alrighty, let's get into beating our best. Okay, like I already talked about. Beating our best. We did not beat our best last month because of medals. We did not beat our best last month because Beachbody told us to. We beat our best last month because we put our best feet forward and we crushed it. We did this for us. We did it because we want to see an increase in our income. We want to help more people. We want to create that financial freedom for ourselves. We want to be recognized. We want the recognition. We want to build our rank. We want to get to these retreats. We want to get on these trips. Like, that's why we beat our best. We didn't beat our best just because they're going to send us a medal that's literally going to go into my kid's playroom. Like, we beat it because we wanted it. Okay. So I'm going to do, I have a little video. It's like 10 minutes, guys. A quick little video about how to hit Success Club in 24 hours. Okay. It's the second. If we can hit Success Club in 24 hours, do it today. Guess what? We could do it again tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day for the entire month. That's the mindset we need to have. Not like, oh, I have 30 days to get 3 people. I'll just wait for 3 weeks. Don't push it off, okay? What? Oh, wow, cool. Okay, so we're going to watch this quick little video. I'm sorry, my kids are crazy. We're not in our normal space. Okay, let me get this little video up and running, and then I will continue from there.
I wanted to do a quick video. I know we're towards the end of the month, and I wanted to give you some tips on how to reach successful of 5 or 10. If you're towards the end of the month and you're like, man, I didn't quite reach my goals, this is going to give you some tips to kind of dial in the next 2 days and really focus and try to get those successful points. Okay, so let's just get down to it. We know that the 21-Day Fix is one of the best programs that has launched in Beachbody history. We have had the most success with it. My majority of successful points and best results have come from the 21-Day Fix. So that is something that I really, really want to promote. So for the next 2 days, what I'm going to try to do, and what I kind of want to give you some tips of doing, is making sure I'm posting the next 2 days. But I don't want to be salesy, and I don't want to come across as desperate. What I will do is tonight, I'm going to be doing my 21-Day Fix workout. And I'm going to be eating from the nutrition plan. So a good idea for me would be to film a short snippet of my workout, and then also show something I made for dinner with the 21-Day Fix and maybe my Shakeology. And say something, put it in, click play post. That's an awesome app to use. I can have a video of me working out, a picture of me drinking Shakeology, a picture of my containers and how much food fit in my containers, and maybe like one of my favorite 21-Day Fix recipes. And I could post something like, I can't believe that you can actually get this program. The workouts are awesome. We talk so much about the nutrition part of it and how awesome it is and how we get results from it. We fail to mention sometimes how great the workouts are. And I can't believe that you can get all of this for free this month. Basically free if you just buy Shakeology. Have you been wanting to try Shakeology? This is the month to do it because you are getting an amazing program. Even if you hate the Shakeology, the 21-Day Fix is worth it. Something like that. That's not exactly what I'm planning on doing, but it's something that is personal. It's me doing the workout. I see a lot of times towards the end of the month that coaches get a little desperate and they post pictures of autumn. We love autumn. We love the 21-Day Fix. But people want to see you. They want to see that you're doing the workouts and what they can achieve. Sometimes when people see autumn, they don't see that body is achievable. They see you doing the workouts, your before and afters, You know, in one of those little snippets, you could have your before and after and say, look what this has gotten me. It's well worth, you know, the money that I've spent. You know, they want to see real people getting real results. Not that autumn's not real, but to them, they want to see you. You have a full-time job. You're just like them. You live in the same area. They know that you have challenges, but you're still able to work out. So they want to see you doing these things. Same thing, you know, tomorrow morning, I might, the first thing in the morning, post about having an amazing breakfast, you know, posting my recipe for pancakes or French toast and saying, I can't believe I can have this on the 21-day fix and still be losing inches and weight. You know, just making engaging posts where people are asking questions. The next tip is going to be, and you should probably start this tonight because people may not respond until tomorrow, is following up. I am so guilty about doing this. I promise that I'm getting better at this, but I am a terrible follow-upper. So learn from my mistakes and be a good follow-upper. I have conversations with people on Facebook and I don't write it down. I just assume that Facebook messaging is going to be my memory bank. And that is a terrible idea because I find myself at the end of the month scrolling through like, who did I talk to again? It's a wonderful idea to have some way of keeping the contacts organized. So what I'll be doing tonight is going through my contact list or my Facebook messages, which is my contact list, and kind of sifting through and saying, oh, you know what, she said she was going to order. I wonder what happened. Just send them a quick message and say, hey, I just wanted to remind you, I know we talked about this, you know, earlier in the month. This sale ends tomorrow. We're probably not going to see it on sale for a while. I just wanted to remind you that even if you're not ready to start the program now, or you're not ready to be in my challenge group next week or next month, that you can still buy the program at a discount, and hopefully you'll want to get started at some time at the end of next month. We're always hosting challenge groups, so don't think that just because you missed out on this first one or the next one, that we won't have any more. We're going to have more. So I just want to make sure that you're getting the best deal. You know, always make sure that when you're messaging people, the first thing isn't, hey, I wanted to see if you ordered that. You know, you want to talk to it like they're a friend. So you want to talk about something maybe that happened in their life. You know, their child had a birthday. Say, how was the birthday party? I saw you guys, you know, how to get together. How was that? You know, act like you're talking to a friend, not somebody like a customer. So you want to make sure that you're interacting with them, not just for sales, because these are people that even if they say no, they could come back in a month or two or even 6 months and say, hey, I'm ready to do this and be a coach. You know, you just never know. So don't ever treat someone like they're a customer. I wouldn't want to be felt, you know, treated like a customer on Facebook either, especially by someone I look up to and think that they're, you know, a friend of mine. So the other thing that you also want to do, like I said, post today, tomorrow, you know, just let people know that it's going on, or the sale is going to be done. But I want you to try to get in the mindset that you will get successful by the end of the month. If you're already tonight like, well, guess we're going on to October, you know, if you're already forgetting about September, then one, you're not really a committed coach. Because next month you're going to be doing the same thing. It's going to be the 15th and you're going to be like, yeah, we're halfway through the month. I'll try harder next month. You know, we want you to be going 100% all the time. You know, some of you have already reached Success Club 5 and 10 and beyond for the month. That doesn't mean you have to stop, you know, but you can ease up if you want. But we want our challengers to have the best results. And to have the best results, we know that we want them to be on Shakeology, and we want them to be on a program that works. We know the 21-day fix works. All of us have done it and we love it. So why would we not take advantage of that right now when we're saving quite a bit of money to be able to get it right now? Because like I said, we're not going to see it again, unfortunately, for a while. So just try to remind people that you know, we think this is the best program for them, because usually it is. If it's not, then don't tell them that, you know. But if it is, you know, you see someone in your mind, you're like, man, I really thought that they were going to do this. It'd be perfect for them. Just remind them, like, hey, you know, I was thinking about you, and I really, really think this is going to be a great program for you. Be honest with that. And you can always offer referral incentives as well. This is something that's worked incredibly well. You know, challengers that are in our challenge groups right now, don't be afraid to message them, and I'll actually post in our group tonight and say, hey, if anyone refers anyone who buys a challenge pack, you're going to get a gift card from me, or you're going to get so-and-so from me. So don't be afraid to message your past challengers or your current challengers. That's where those contact lists come in handy. I need to get better at that. I promise I'm going to get better at it. But message us past challengers and just say, you know, you had awesome results. Do you know anybody else that might benefit from this program? Because I know that it's not going to be on sale like this again, and I just want to make sure, you know, I have people that want to go forward with the challenge next month maybe, and I want people to hold me accountable too. So I'm starting next month as well, and I'm just looking for people to go on that journey with me to get fit before the holidays. Too many times people wait until right before Thanksgiving and they're like, oh crap, you know, or right after Thanksgiving, they're like, oh crap. You know, let them know, let's get started now. Let's not wait. There's no sense in waiting until November and Black Friday when everybody says, I don't have any money, I don't think I can do it right now, you know, it's Christmas time. Do it now so that they can get started, have the results, and feel good by Black Friday, and be able to go shopping for smaller clothes. So that could be a post. Let's get fit now. So during Black Friday, you can shop for 2 or 3 sizes smaller. Don't wait till after Black Friday and realize, oh crap, 2014 is almost over. So anyway, I hope these tips help. Again, just try not to get desperate.
Okay, I know that some of the, some of those tips are not related to what we are doing right now because of the fact that it's not on sale. It was during the sale and it was right before Black Friday. But beyond that, I think that, what, do you want this? Okay, eat it. It's disgusting, but eat it. So the tips of get in the right mindset, get a tracking system, follow up, start posting, sharing your before and after, sharing the food, sharing the Shakeology, sharing the workouts, sharing all of those things. Make sure you are not just like, we get very set in our ways where we're like, we post our workout video, then we post this, we post that, and people see it all the time. Switching it up and doing like showing those containers and showing how much food you get to eat, and like talking about the food portion. If you always talk about workout, talk about the food. If you always talk about food, talk about the workouts. 21-day fix is so simple, guys. Like, we have pretty much all done it and all gotten incredible results. 21 days. Who wants to lose 5 to 10 pounds? I mean, I lost 12 pounds in 21 days on the 21-day fix. 21 days, that's 3 weeks. Do you know how many people out there would like to lose 12 pounds in 3 weeks? And it's not that hard of a program. Like, it's really not. Like, we should be really, really pushing that. I love how she mentioned referrals. We have people. Ask them if they have people that want to do it with them. You can even write a post and be like, hey, would you post this to your wall? If anybody refers, I'll send you a team shirt. Something so simple. Do you know how bad I wanted a team shirt when I was on the Upgraded Alliance's little challenge group? When I was in there, I was like, I want a team shirt. Like, what do I gotta do? So it was funny because she actually posted about team shirts after I referred somebody. I'm like, wait, do I get a team shirt? Because I referred that person, but it wasn't an offer at the time. But anyway, then I became a coach just so I could get a team shirt. But so good singing, Finn. All right, I'm going to share my screen one more time. We got a couple more things to share. So this month, to beat our best, we need to beat our best month over month over month. It breaks down really simply, guys. Get more customers. We have to get more customers. Like, that is how we build our businesses, right? Get more customers. Hitting Success Club is the foundation of our businesses. Don't put it off until the end of the month. All that does is stress you out and stress me out. Don't put it off till the end of the month, because what you want to do is you want to hit it early so that you can help your coaches hit it, or get it early and then do it again and again and again if you don't have coaches yet. Get it early and then start over again and hit more than Success Club 5, because hitting Success Club 5, guys, pays for your Shakeology. So hitting Success Club 5 is great, guys, if you don't want to build a business. If you want to build a business, you need to get Success Club 10. If you want to build a business and build income and not just be paying for your Shakeology, you need more than Success Club 5, okay? Success Club 5 is $150 in commission. You can only get so far with $150. You know what I mean? When you're paying $100 for your Shakeology. So, and then you're energized and you recover. So, I mean, you're still broke. So make sure you are hitting Success Club 10. Try, make that your goal. If your goal is business with this, hit Success Club 10. Number 2, the second way we can build our businesses, get more coaches. We'll talk about how to get more coaches in a second, but you must be posting about the business, guys, multiple times per week. You've got to find ways to talk about the business without being like, join my team, because everyone has a team now. Every person on Facebook has a team they want you to join, whether it's Scentsy or Roden & Fields or Lip Sense or All the Sense, I don't know, like the nonsense. There are so many groups on social media now that have teams, and everybody wants you to be part of their team. I mean, there's 450,000 coaches. Why you? What do you have to offer these people that they should join you? Every single person has a unique story here. I see 4 of you. Autumn, you've got the crazy divorcees. You've got people that have gone through addictions in the past. You have people that live in Southern Florida. You've got people that live in the boondocks. You've got people that have gone through loss. Like, you have a lot of areas where you can focus on that you've gotten through all those things. You've managed to like flourish out of all those things. And now you can help those people. Help those people so they can flourish. You've got those niches. Jen, you are a stay-at-home mama to a preemie baby. Preemie baby is a whole nother market for you. That's a whole thing in itself. People with babies in therapies, people with blended families, people dealing with anxiety and depression, people with happy marriages, people that are like spiritual. You've got all those things. Brittany Russell, you've got makeup. Makeup is your thing. Like, you love makeup. You love the things. You've got messy toddler life. You've got the fishing wife life. Let me tell you, fishing hashtags on Instagram are retarded. Show your boobs and hold a fishing pole and you get like 100,000 likes. I'm telling you. I was like, what is this right now? So that's a really good target audience on Instagram. I'm telling you. And I see Heidi. Heidi's a farm girl. Heidi's boyfriend or fiance, or I don't know what he is. He's got a farm, and he like literally like she's living the farm life. That is a huge market in itself, because those people, they work. They're like working people. But we all know that if our day job is like construction worker, mechanic, whatever, you work all day long doesn't mean you're fit. Let me tell you, doesn't mean you're fit. It also means you're eating bacon for breakfast on the farm every day. Like, it doesn't mean that you are healthy. You are seriously still in need of health and fitness. I don't care who you are, what you do. So, be inviting those people. Talk about how coaching fits into your lives in all those different areas. Invite people to the business every day. Even if you're posting only like 2 or 3 times a week about the business, still invite to the business every day. You can do that by looking through your newsfeed, finding people you relate to. Maybe you see someone who's struggling with addiction. Girl, like, I know this isn't what you want for your life. I want to help you. Maybe you see someone who's struggling in their marriage. Girl, this is not how your life is supposed to be. This is like, there is so much more to life than this. Let me help you. Maybe you see someone on the farm eating their bacon, and you say, girl, put down the bacon. Let's work on this. Like, whatever it is, like, you can connect to these people in your newsfeed. They share everything. And the people that share everything are the people who are going to make really good coaches. You need people that are willing to share their life easily without like hesitation. Team cycle bonus, guys. Your team is your team cycle bonus. Your team volume, your left leg, your right leg, we'll talk about those in a second, is what adds to your team cycle bonus. Right now, can you guys still see my screen? Like all the things, or do you can see like, what do you see right now?
Just the top.
Oh, you just see, okay. Hold on. I'm going to share, these kids are real loud today. I'm gonna share really quick my tracker, just because I'm not afraid to share with you guys income. If you, I'm sorry, they think they're dinosaurs. Can you guys go be dinosaurs out there? Go be dinosaurs out there. Go pretend you're dinosaurs up on the rocks. Come on, go climb the rocks like dinosaurs. Go climb them. Okay, so this week, my paycheck was $1,500, okay? 990 of it was team cycle bonus. So 600 of it came from residual income from Shakeology sales, Energize sales, renewing of Beachbody On Demand, new challenge packs of customers, new customer sales or anything like that. Then the 990 of it came from team cycle bonus. It came from the volume created by my team on my left side versus my team on my right side, and then bonused off of that. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. So this is why I want you guys to understand how important it is. Even, so this column B is March of last year, okay? I was making about $820 that week. Almost half of it still was team volume. So as my business shifted from getting just commissions, it went to team volume, and it's about half of that. So that's the importance of building a team. And discount coaches. I built my business on discount coaches. So signing coaches, signing discount coaches is what has built my business, okay? And that's where my major income comes from. Okay. Let me just go back to this. So now you signed coaches, you signed customers. Now what do you do with them? You need to support your people, guys. You need to support your people. You need to follow up with them at least once a week. I kind of created a spreadsheet. I started this last month because it was one of the areas I was like not excelling in. So I started a spreadsheet, put all of my customers' names from last month on the spreadsheet. And then I've got week 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I put messages like, what is my week 1 message, my week 2 message, my week 3 message? For week 1 is all about like, how are you doing? Did you get your meal plan ready for this next coming week? How was your nutrition this week? It just asks them questions on how they're doing. Week 2 is just a follow-up again. How are you guys doing? What can I do to help? Like, are you struggling with anything? How's your water intake? I know that can be a really like a struggle area for people. And then week 3 is, how are you liking your shakes? Do you want to sign up for 25% off? Get that discount coach in. Then week 4 is, all right, what program are we going to do next? How did you do? Because they're mostly starting with 21 Day Fix. Okay. So then we move them into the next program, keep them going, keep them on their shakes. So that's how I support my new customers, new coaches. I have an I do, we do, you do method. Okay. So when I sign a new coach, I show them what to do. This is what you should do. Here's an example of what to do. This is what I did. And I show them, this is what I did. This is a post that I wrote. Now we do it together. I will help you write a post. I will help go over it. You can write it, send it to me. I'll review it, help you. Maybe I'll help you with some images, whatever you need, we can do it together. And then it's you do it. I taught you, we did it together, now you do it. You need to go into it holding their hands, then you need to put them in the training wheels, and then you need to take off the training wheels. They need to be able to do it on their own. You don't ever want to be pulling people. You don't ever want to be like putting the trailer on the back of the bike and trying to make them go. Like, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you are teaching them, doing it together, and letting them do it on their own, because they're going to find their groove. They're going to find their sweet spot. They're going to enjoy it more when they figure out their groove. I think Brittany Russell is probably the best, like, to show that with. When you first started coaching, you've done this twice now in the same year, but you did it twice now. But like when we first started, we did a lot together. I showed you how to do it. I mean, I logged into your account multiple times to help you, and then we did it together. And now you found your groove. You figured out what works for you. You figured out how you enjoy doing it. You figured out what makes you happy, and it's real for you. So it's important to let your coaches figure out how to make it work for them. Figure out how they like their pictures to look. Figure out how they like their words to be. Figure out how they like their posting schedule. But you've got to teach them how to do it first. Show them, do it together, and then let them do it. Cool? And then 2 more things that you need to do. Oh, 3 more things actually. Show up in the challenge group. If you want your customers to stay engaged in the challenge group, you better be engaged in the challenge group. You better be doing what you want your... Yeah, that's yucky. I'll get you more later. Okay, I'll get you more M&Ms in a minute. You need to show up in the challenge group. Guys, he's gonna scream. I'm sorry.
Mommy,
Okay, sorry guys. So you want to be showing up in the challenge groups just as much as you want them to, okay? If you're not showing up in the challenge group, you cannot expect your customers to stay engaged and stay involved. Number two, the other thing, show up in the coach group. If you want your coaches to stay involved and stay engaged, you better be too. Your coaches and your customers are going to do half of what you do. So if you do half your workouts, guess what? They're going to do half their workouts, or maybe a quarter of their workouts because you only did half. If you show up in half of the team calls, they're going to show up every once in a while. If you do your power hours half the week, they're going to do them a quarter of the week. If you do them all week, they'll do them half the week. If you 10x, they'll do their power hours. Okay? So they will do half of what you do. And you're going to attract people that are related to you. So if you are like, I'm going all in, I'm doing this, you're going to get people who are like, I want to do that too. Like they're going to feed off that energy. But if you're like, oh, my life is too hard and I just don't have time and I can't do it, guess what? They're not going to find it important to do it either. Okay? So I love that analogy. They do half of what you do. Okay, last thing, get results. Get freaking results. If you guys have been doing this for 6 months, a year, and you don't have results, no one's gonna believe you that it works. If you aren't getting results, you need to really, really focus on you. You need to document your journey. You need to figure out what is your sweet spot. Maybe you need to switch programs. Maybe you need to switch your meal plan. Maybe you need to figure out what it is. Again, I'm bringing Brittany Russell into this. She plateaued last time. And she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. So we actually tracked what food she's eating. She was following the meal plan, but she was following it, and her food that she was choosing weren't necessarily the best foods to get her the results. So the foods that she was choosing were like high in fructose or high in carbs, they were, or whatever. And so when she switched a few of her, so they were vegetables and they were fruits and they were everything that were allowed, but she was just choosing different options like white potato versus sweet potato, etc. And she started getting results again. By just switching and tracking, she figured it out, but you've got to be like tracking. If you are getting results, that's amazing. I'm not talking to you. But if you have not gotten results yet, it is important that you figure out what's going to work for you to get results. Because every time we plateau, our people see it too. We get frustrated with ourselves. They are like, well, whatever you're doing doesn't work anyway, so why would I do that? They're going to figure out a different system. You know what I mean? Like what we're doing has to work. Okay, 2 questions I got this week. Placement for spouse accounts and placement for building to diamond. People asked about placement questions. And number 2 question was finding coaches. So I'm going to talk about placement for 1 second. So a few things about placement. Placement. If you are signing your spouse account, you want to sign a spouse or a controlled account that you can have full control of forever at the top of your business. You want that person at the far top of your business as you can. And some of you have already signed your spouse and it might not be according to what I'm saying, so we'll have a different conversation. But if you haven't signed your spouse yet, you want to sign your spouse at the top of your weak leg. If you look in your carryover volume on your Coach Online office, I'm going to pull up mine real quick. I'm going to show you guys my online office just because that's all I have to show you. But I'll show you where to find these things, okay? So you're gonna go to Monitor My Business, and you're gonna go to Carryover Volume. So when you look at Carryover Volume, a lot of you may not even have a strong or weak leg, but if you do, you're gonna see you're gonna see your Carryover Volume left volume and your right volume, okay? I don't have a strong or weak leg. Some of you, this might be like 10 and 15,000. It might be dramatic. If you have a dramatic difference, your weak leg is the smaller number. If it looks like mine, where it's like inconsistent left and right all the time, you don't have a strong or weak leg, so it doesn't matter. But if you have a weak leg, you want to sign your spouse at the top of your weak leg. Make sense, everybody? You can do that by going to Monitor My Business and clicking on Preferred Placement. When you click on Preferred Placement, it's going to tell you select position, left or right. Don't do anything else. Just use left or right all the time, okay? Do left leg or right leg so you control it. You have to set that before you sign your coach. When you sign your coach, you set this to, okay, I want to sign my spouse up on the left. I set it to left, sign my spouse up. And then before I sign my next coach, I need to make sure that I have it set to where I want to set it. So you want to be setting your placement every time you sign a coach. You can see, if you go to sponsorship drill down, that's the only page you really need to look at for coaches. You'll see everyone who's on your left leg, along this column here, everyone who's on your left leg, and then everyone who's on your right leg. I'm in Paul's account. That's why it's so non-dramatic of who's on what. So left leg and right leg, okay? And then, okay, the next thing I wanted to, feel free to ask questions about this because I know this can be confusing. You know, Jen, you had a lot of questions. So let me go back to the presentation real quick. Nope, not that. Hold on, sorry. Not that. Oh my goodness. Here we go. So diamond, okay? Say that, okay, this blue one up here, that's you. That's you. You're a diamond coach. The green ones are emerald coaches because they have 2 coaches under them. And then you have 4 coaches total on each leg. This is what you need to have to be a diamond coach. So in an ideal world, I would make this person, I would have made sure that this person was my spouse and signed up 2 customers under my spouse. So I can control that. Now I only need 1 builder on my other leg to become an emerald to make me diamond. So you've got 4 on your left, 4 on your right, 1 on each side has to be emerald. That is diamond. That's a total of 12 coaches. Does that make sense, everybody? I see some questions. Hold on. Can you switch them if they're on the wrong leg? You can switch them for 5 days. Okay? And if they're on the wrong leg, that doesn't mean that they're on the wrong leg. We can build your business. If your spouse is on your strong leg, that's okay. There's just a different strategy to building when your spouse is on your strong leg. So if that is the case for you, let me know. So if we have our spouse signed up but no one else yet, we have someone who wants to sign up as a discount coach, which side should I put her on? The opposite of my husband? Yes. If you're looking to build to emerald and you have your spouse on one side, put your friend on the other side. What? What? Oh, there's dog poop? Okay, I'll clean it up. Okay, I'll clean it up and all that. Go play with brother. So you want, for emerald, if I go back to this page, emerald is 2 coaches. So if I just had 2 coaches up here, they didn't even have to be emerald here, but just 2 coaches. 2 coaches at the top of your business, that is emerald. Okay? Make sense? Everybody make sense? Okay. The second question we had was about finding coaches. I think we kind of talked about that in the beginning here. I'm going to stop sharing because that's all I have. But we kind of talked about that in the beginning. Make sure you're scrolling your newsfeed and you're inviting every day. Scroll your newsfeed or scroll your posts, or if you have someone in mind you think would be a good coach, just reach out to them and tell them that. I think you'd be a good coach because X, Y, and Z. I feel like you'd really love this. I'd love to help you with X, Y, and Z. Just introduce them to the idea. They might say no. Talk to them as a friend. Don't be trying to sell them as a sales pitch, but talk to them as a friend, and then eventually you're going to plant that seed. They're going to be like, oh, would I be a good coach? Like, I wonder if that would make sense for me. And you'll come back around to it. Maybe in a month, message them again and be like, hey, did you ever think about that? Like, I still really think you'd be good at this. So I would go on that. And then also when you're posting about coaching, invite anyone who comments or messages you. And then include inviting about coaching in your stories if you're on Instagram or use Facebook stories. Okay, I'll get it. Where's the shovel? We'll have to go get a shovel in the barn. Okay? All right. Do we have questions? Anybody have questions? No? Jen, do you have questions about placement? Hold on, I'm unmuting you.
Oh, sorry. I have questions only because like Josh is on my left leg, which I believe was my strong instead of so it's always so weird for me. So I'm still trying to like figure that out. And I think that's why like when Janice asked me about where she should put her husband, I just kind of like froze and I don't. Yeah.
So I would still recommend to her to put him on the weak leg.
Okay.
But in terms of you, you're okay. You're okay. So the reason we say to put them on the weak leg is because your strong leg has volume. Your strong leg is volume that's produced from my team, people I add to you. Okay, I'll get you more. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
That's fine.
Here. If you guys don't have kids, you don't know the grab your face mommy thing. It's my biggest pet peeve in the world. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're okay. Here. Ooh. Ouchie, you're okay. That hurts. Here, take these. I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat them. Okay, then take them. Okay, so the weak leg. So when you have a strong leg, that volume that you see, that like 15,000 or whatever you might have, is produced by the whole team, not just your personally sponsored coaches. It's whoever was like, if I signed up Jen, then I signed up Taylor. Any of Taylor's volume also goes to Jen. So then if I signed up Caitlin under Taylor, Caitlin, Jen gets Taylor and Caitlin's volume. All of that right leg volume goes up. So I'm on a dead leg on Nicolette's team, so she doesn't add anyone else under me because I produce all that volume. She doesn't need anyone else there. So I'm on a dead leg, but you guys have legs because of our team. So you guys have volume. The reason you put your spouse on the other side is because in order to team cycle bonus, I don't know, somebody's texting. In order to team cycle bonus, you have to have 100 volume on one side and 200 on the other. If you have 15,000 volume on your strong leg already, you can control the volume through your spouse account. You can make that volume go up by putting orders under him and such and controlling it to team cycle bonus more. Does that make sense? Or you're putting your spouse on that strong leg and you're just adding to this volume. You have nothing over here to cycle, to make that cycle happen. That's why you do that. But you have the opportunity. You can have some in a minute, but you need to let me finish this call. Thank you. Go put it in the garbage. Go put it in the garbage in the house. You also, when you get 2-star, so you have 2 diamonds on your team, you can open a second business center. So if you messed up with your spouse, you can save it with your second business center. So building your spouse to diamond, building yourself to diamond, then building your spouse and having one other, you get 2 stars and open another business center. So right now I have Paul and my second business center on the same leg. So my second CBC and Paul team cycle bonus off of each other.
Nice.
So that's why the income is so good. But when it comes to it, I'll help you guys with placement and stuff like that.
Okay.
Does that all make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What if I have 2 accounts we can control? My mom should be signing back up and I'd have my husband. Put them on opposite legs. Put them on opposite legs. Because that way you can build yourself to diamond easily. I'm going to throw this kid in the pool. You want me to throw you in the pool?
No.
All right. I'll throw you both in the pool. Okay. Any other questions? We good? Okay, if you have more questions, let me know. I will post this recording for all the crazies to listen to. They want Reese's. Do you hear this? Okay, I'll get you Reese's. Go inside and I'll get them. You need to go sit down at the table. You want me to throw you in the pool? Okay. All right. I don't know what next week looks like yet. Oh, yes, I do. Next week, there's going to be no team call. I will post all of our recognition and team page. And Taylor is going to be going live in the team page somewhere between Wednesday night and Thursday, talking about how to use incentives in your posts to create successful momentum. So she's going to talk about using the same post and being like 3 spots left, 2 spots left, 1 spot left, and using incentives along the way to increase your engagement. Cool? So that'll be next week. I love Taylor and all things she says, so it'll be awesome. Alrighty. I will see you guys soon. 717, I'm coming for you. So I will see you guys all this weekend or next week if you can. Cool? Okay. Bye, guys.